I'm not going to introduce the video yet. Look, there's Venus. The sun's coming. 2 top hat yachts and a catamaran. And if I swing around this way, a setting full moon. Strawberry moon, I believe. I don't know why. I probably could have read on, but I didn't. Oh, look at that. Full moon about to set. Sure, it's all blurry and whatever else, but hey, there it is. Good morning, it's Peter here on Doxie, heading to Queensland, day 35 of me and my sailboat Doxie going to Queensland. Okay, so we've just left Trial Bay, probably can't see it. Yeah, the wind's up already, it's quite hectic. I've got a reef in, reduced head sail, so yeah, just sort of going quite smoothly now, about 5 to 6 knots. So yeah, 7 degrees this morning, feels like 6. What the hell, man? I'm going north to get warm, not this. And you can't imagine this breeze now is not cool as well. Anyway, off to Coffs Harbour is the target today. So yeah, hopefully we can make good pace like yesterday, which so far we are. So beautiful clear day. Let me just turn this around. Okay, so you can see the mountains are standing out very clearly. Different layers of blue depending on distance. Green if they're closer. And yeah, we're heading that way. So let's see what the day brings. Up ahead, Grassy Head. Yeah. So what I'm doing basically is I'm curving in along with this large bay that leads to Coffs Harbour eventually, to stay out of the current, which is opposing, and also with a westerly, it's good just to stay out of the current. But there's no time to build up as much as it can. Anyway, look at this. It's not too late. Trial Bay, and one of the top hat guys. I left earlier, he's up there somewhere. I feel bad saying the top hat guys. I can't remember their name. Sorry, guys. Send me your names. Alright, look at this. Morning's got to be the best time of the day ever. There's people out fishing. Grassy Head. And rolling around the coast. There. So I'm just curving it. And I'll probably start making a turn to the to starboard soon. I think these two guys, one slowed down to keep up with the other, I think, or the right terminology is. English is a difficult language. Look at that. Love these mountains. Big ridge up the top there, I guess, is we're over into New England. Any wonder this wind is so cold, it's coming off that high plateau. Oof. But it's sunny. That's what matters.
More vistas of blue sea and blue sky. Good for the soul. Open spaces and fresh air. Nambucca heads. Not much good to us yachties. There's not really a haven that's suitable there. It is a nice place. I've been there before, so it would be nice to visit, but yeah, not today. So just sweeping around here. The wind's pushing us along quite well. It's almost like going downhill on one roller skate at the moment. It's on the stern and then it's on the quarter. So exciting times, but sure makes us go faster. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, things have calmed down somewhat. Just cruising along. Nice greenery here. The hills come back close to the sea. Just thinking, it's banana growing country in Coffs Harbour. Tell you what, if I was a banana tree, I'd be on strike in this weather. Phew, this is not banana tree climate. So, the things have calmed down somewhat. We were doing speeds of 6 to 7 knots. The current now is obviously more in force, and I'm down to about 3 to 4 knots. I haven't let the reef out yet because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I have let the jib further out. There's some interesting big swells on the horizon. Yeah, I'll let this sit for a while, just see what happens, and then I may shake out the one out of the main if the blow stays away. I think that's what's supposed to happen, but I made an assumption before and let the jib back out, and the wind came back in, so I had to reduce it again. But the jib's full, as I said. The main's got one reef, so let's see what happens. It's also shading me from that warm sun. At last, at 11 o'clock in the morning, I can sit in the sun. I have been sailing into the sun with the sail shading me and the solar panel and everything. So at last the sun's gone over far enough that I can actually enjoy a bit of warmth. It's not freezing cold, but it's certainly not warm. So this is a nice change. I'm 3 coffees down now, and I can actually see Coffs Harbour. It's still a way off, but at least I know it exists. Okay, we're back to a snail's pace now, and that is the town of Urunga in there. Isn't that a pretty name? Cruiser going along the coast. Beautiful mountains there. Coming right up to Coffs Harbour they do, which is why it's a major project to do the road bypass around Coffs Harbour, as they have to do some tunnelling, which is never cheap. So that's one of the last links to make it freeway all the way from Sydney to Brisbane. The other part being Raymond Terrace down in Newcastle, where they're putting a flyover. So there you go. Came on a sailing site to learn about roads. Not so much. Yeah, so we're just coasting along. Probably lucky to be doing 2 knots at the moment, but I'm quite happy for that because considering we have the current against us, I thought we were even going slower across the ground, but not too bad. But certainly different from a few hours ago. Yeah, sun's now nicely on me. Oh, feels so much better. Wind is quite variable again, but that's Coffs Harbour up ahead. I think that's Sawtell over there. I don't know, I think that might be spray actually. There's just a bit of mist there. There's quite a big underswell, which you notice every now and then when you're sitting on top of a hill. It's like, okay. But yeah, they're hard to see. It's just when you're sitting on top or sitting in a trough, you can tell the difference. The landscape's taking on that afternoon sort of hazy look a bit now. That blue colour. Apparently that's what the Blue Mountains inland from Sydney are called, the Blue Mountains, because of the eucalypt. It gives off whatever it gives off basically during the heat of the day. So, although to be honest, I guess most mountains look quite blue, except for the rocky ones, you know. We're dragging the last part out, that's for sure. The wind's been variable as various directions, speeds, what have you. We seem to have a little bit of a breeze settled in now, so
starting to move along, 3 to 4 knots. Yeah, not exactly racing, but then again, of course, against the currents, so I'll take it. Look at that spray around Sawtell. That's the town of Sawtell in there somewhere, south of Coffs Harbour. And in between there and Coffs Harbour is the airfield, I believe, on the not far back from the beach. So been seeing planes going in and out. Distant rumble of surf constantly in the distance. So yeah, it's a very pleasant afternoon. Yeah, a lot of rig and slap going on. Winds from all over the place, but we're getting slowly closer. Okay, getting a bit closer now. You can start to make out the harbour wall, which is in front of that sort of slopey down island on the left. Okay, I've relented. Motor on, still got the main up, but I don't know why. Guess I'll just go and be bothered going out on the foredeck right now to fiddle around with it in the swell, which is not a good idea. So we'll just tighten that down and wait till we're inside. You can see the harbour wall there, Coffs Harbour there. Yeah. Nice day to be arriving. Look at that surf spray hanging in the air there. That's the city of Coffs Harbour in there. And the wall there, it looks like a fort. All the turrets. So we'll be well protected in here tonight. And here just off the harbour we have Korfs Island. Korfs. Where is it? There it is. Now I wonder if that's the royal way of saying Coffs, you know. We're off to Korfs, you know. Anyway, onward. Right, I've decided to go the outside of Korfs. Yes, there is a passage through there. It just looks a little bit exciting, so I'm going to take the safe option and go round. Alright, just skirting around the outside now. And round we come, around Korfs Island. And you can see the harbour entrance there, the turrets, whatever you want to call them, battlements. And then the hill, which is on the other side of the channel. Ever closer. See the people perfectly silhouetted on the top there. Maybe you can't, maybe it's too small. Anyway, just rounding the harbour wall. And here come the 2 top hat yachts meeting me in the entrance. It's a bit like you take the high road and I'll take the lower road. Here we go. So we're doing a bit of fighting of current and swell and God knows what. The inside, Coffs Harbour. Gee, doesn't look like there's anybody here. That's not a bad thing. Oh, the thing I'm going to need both hands for this one. Okay, inside the fortress, as it were, otherwise known as Coffs Harbour. I'm going to go and have a look at the public moorings available. I can't see any boats, but it's into the sun. Not helping. And that's a good evening from Coffs Harbour. All settled in now. Nice and peaceful. Well, look at that. Nice way to end the day. Beautiful sunset and a full moon-ish coming up over the entrance of Coffs Harbour. Or Coffs Harbour even. Beautiful. Well, here we are in Coffs Harbour. There's the moon again, yes. Yeah, quite a day. Got away before 7 from Trial Bay, and soon after leaving, the wind came up quite a bit. So I stopped and put in a reef, and then was adjusting the jib in and out for most of the time, just to go with the
lulls and the peaks of the wind. So yeah, it was a great run for those first few hours. It was probably around, I was getting 6 to 7 knots. I haven't actually looked to see what my top speed was. Yeah, now there's a good idea. Yeah, so then around about, I can't think of the place. Anyway, probably about 2/3 of the way or 3/4 of the way along, the wind died. And yeah, it was sort of a bit fluky and freaky direction-wise, strength-wise for quite some time. So about inside a nautical mile of Coffs Harbour, I decided to put the engine on. I was going to go between Korfs and the harbour wall, but it just looked a little bit, yeah, maybe it's just me. That's all right. I'm quite happy to be chicken sometimes. At least I get to sail another day. And I'm not saying it was bad. It probably wasn't as bad as it looked, but I just decided to take the cautious way. Yeah, so here in Coffs Harbour, oh, it's getting cool now. The sun's gone down. I'm hoping as I go north it doesn't get as cool, but yeah, I'm not so sure so far. Anyway, I think I'm going to stay here a day or two, do some shopping. Oh, yeah, I've probably got to go to the Dutch shop, don't I? I have to get the stove force. Yeah, get a good supply of those to see me through for the next few weeks. Yeah, so I'm going to relax on the public mooring here. So tomorrow I don't have to get up early, which I'm really happy about because I've had 2 early starts. So yeah, get a bit of sleep, catch up, just do a bit of things that need doing on a boat, just always. So anyway, thank you for following along, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe. There's a whole lot more coming on. We're going to Queensland, so we're not there yet. And we're going sort of halfway up Queensland too, so even when we get to Queensland, we're not really there yet. So yeah, figure that out. Anyway, thank you for watching, and this is Dawn Raider out.
Thanks for watching another Adventures of Foxy Doxie. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.